Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome, and if you are a returning investie bestie, thank y'all so much for coming back. I do appreciate it. My name is Shalise. I'm a 40-year-old mama and investor trying to get to financial freedom. We're hoping to retire early, about 2 years-ish, maybe sooner, Lord willing and fingers crossed. But I am documenting my family's journey here on YouTube. No, I am not a financial advisor. And even with financial advisors, you still want to do your due diligence because you can still lose money. You always want to know what your money is doing. You want to have some type of understanding. And also beware of scammers, spammers, bots. I do make this announcement every video because new people come to the channel and I want to make sure that you are not being scammed. If it sounds too good to be true, if somebody is referring you to a broker or something along those lines, they want to buy crypto for you, it is not me. I do try to take them down, but y'all know they're relentless. So when in doubt, send me an email, MommyTraderTube@gmail.com. So today I'm going to do our dividend report for the month of August. This is going to be a quick type of video. I do have a cold. I am congested, so you're just going to have to bear with me if you hear me clearing my throat. But before I get to our dividend investing, or rather income for the month of August, I wanted to share with you this great article that one of you sent me, and I wanted to kind of just quickly go over it because I think it's so important to understand what dividend investing is. And I'll have it linked down below so that you guys can go read it. It's from Bankrate. I have talked about bankrate.com several times on my channel if you are researching, and you should be, but it's a great resource, bankrate.com. And so 5 secrets to successful dividend investing, because you can do it the wrong way. I can't tell you what to buy or anything like that, but we're having a conversation, right? You should always understand what you are buying. Do not blindly follow me, because I know why I have certain dividend stocks or dividend ETFs or certain growth stocks or certain value stocks. And so you want to make sure you understand your own strategy. You want to make sure that, you don't have too many outside differing opinions from a bunch of people. That's one reason why I do show screenshots, because I feel like that kind of brings some truth to it, at least from my perspective and, our specific journey, my husband and I. Growth, I think, is a great thing. We have a lot of our retirement-based accounts. So we have our investment accounts kind of split up in 2 ways. We have investment-based accounts, like our brokerage accounts, and those accounts are for early retirement. And then we have our retirement-based accounts. That is for traditional retirement. So in our brokerage accounts, we like to focus a lot on dividends because we are going to be retiring soon. And we also like a lot of dividend growth-based stocks and ETFs as well. I love dividend investing as one of our strategies, in addition to like growth, in addition to real estate, which we do own, in addition to accredited investing, which my husband and I are getting into. So it's really about diversification. You want to make sure your wealth tree has several different branches on it. I am not someone who is just focused 100% on the stock market. No, I am a business owner. I am a landlord. Like I said, we're about to get into accredited investing. So investing in other businesses that, are trying to create a product or a service, something along those lines. And so one thing about dividend investing is that it's really geared for income. Like this piece says right here, is really for older investors or people who are trying to retire early, looking for a stream of income. Now, you all know, especially nowadays, you should have more than one source of income. Like, in addition to the day job, because of inflation, the economy, things just cost more. So we need to have more income. And for a lot of dividend investors, they like dividends for that purpose. Okay. And remember, when you are getting dividends, it is reducing the share price of the stock. But if you have a good company or a good ETF, especially if it's based in growth, it can still grow over time. Okay. So coming down, the first thing is about, you want to find sustainable dividends, right? I am a big fan of making sure that, if you are getting into dividend investing, you want to make sure over the long term, it can sustain it. So dividend aristocrats, dividend kings, right? Dividend aristocrats have been maintaining their payouts for the last 25 years, at least. Dividend kings, 50 years. So you want to make sure that you are looking at companies that can actually do it for a long time, have been doing it for a long time, and increasing it. They have been sustaining their payouts. They have been growing them, maintaining them, despite what the market is doing. And so that's why I like Realty Income, because they've been doing it consistently. Even during downturns or recessions, they still have been paying out that dividend. The second thing is you want to reinvest. This is the drip, right? You hear me talk about it often. You got to go into whatever platform you're using. You got to manually do it. I'm trying to think, does any of the platforms do them automatically? I don't know. But the ones that I use, at least when I first started doing it, I had to manually go into the settings and turn the drip on. I know for a lot of people who have reached their early retirement years, they turn the drip off and they just live on those dividends. They use them to pay their bills, etc. I do have right here a dividend book that in the back of it, and I am revamping this book for 2025. I have some really great stuff coming that I'm going to add to this, and I'm going to like redo the whole book. I am going to have some spreadsheets that will go along, so that way if you want the spreadsheet version, if you want the book version for 2025, like stay tuned. Like it's gonna be revamped. You guys are gonna love it. But you want to make sure you are reinvesting your dividends, right? Because compounding is a real thing when it comes to not just investing, but dividend investing. So if you don't need the money right now, right? Like I said, my husband and I are about 2 years out. So we're just going to continue to reinvest. Or here's another strategy. You could take that dividend, let's say from schd, and you can use that dividend to purchase shares of another ETF or another stock that you really like, that you're trying to build your shares in. So the next thing is that you want to avoid just investing in dividend stocks or ETFs because they pay a high yield. It's very tempting, right? Because you can get those huge dividends every single month. However, is it sustainable? Are they a dividend aristocrat? Are they a dividend king? Or is it growing? Like, look at the year to date. Look at the past year, 5 years. If it's down 20, 30, 40%, what is the purpose of getting a dividend? Because you're losing money on the back end. So you just want to be careful with yields. I like between 2 and 5, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, but that's like the sweet spot. 2 to 5%, 2 to 6%. And I was just talking about dividend growth. So I get this question, what is a good dividend growth ETF? I like DGRO. I've been talking about it for a while. We have over 100 shares in it. So I'm trying to think, when I did the dividend report back in June, I shared the dividend there. So go back in my videos, just scroll back, and that way you can see it. But I really do like DGRO, not financial advice, but I do own it. Like my husband and I do own it. I'm not talking about something I don't have, money in. So yeah, DGR is one of my favorite, but dividend growth is a very, very good thing. You still want to grow. You still want to kind of keep up with inflation, if not beat it. And then finally, you want to buy and hold. I don't even know how you even trade dividend stocks, but the purpose of getting the dividend income is to hold it, right? You buy and you hold it. And so those are just some 5 quick, like I said, I will leave the link below, but those are just some 5 quick, tips. If you want to be a successful dividend investor, if you want to continue to make that money, you want to just think about those things. So I'm here in the spreadsheet version. Now, like I said, I have a book and I'm revamping both of these, but for 2024, you can see like I have like a dividend little payout chart here. Every time we get a dividend for our taxable accounts, I just put it here. But some of the dividends started paying out for September, so I just kind of like note them here, or I'll write them in the book that I just showed you. But I like to just track things. Can it be a little bit tedious? Yes, but I believe rather that when it comes to your finances, if it's anything you should be tedious about, if it's anything you need to be spending time on, if it's anything you need to be focused about, it's your finances, especially in this type of economic state that we're in. You need to be knowing what every single dime and penny and dollar is doing in your budget, in your investment accounts. When I'm talking about like dividend investing, you need to be tracking your portfolios. You need to be tracking your debt, like your savings, all of it. Okay. So is it tedious? Yes. But again, if we're not on top of our finances, then who else is going to be, right? That's how, money can fall through the cracks. So we don't want that. We work too hard for our money. I have to add some like dollar signs to a lot of these. Let me add some here. I'll add the rest off camera. But coming over to August, you can see in Robinhood, you'll see screenshots, $324.14 total. That's for the month of August. August usually pays out a little bit less. It's one of our lesser months. But that's a great strategy for us to like maybe build up some of the shares that pay out in August so that we can get more money in August. September is always a big payout month. That's like a quarter end month. And that'll be out like mid-October. Our September dividend report will be out mid-October because, you know, September is still going on. Coming over to Interactive Brokers, $199.60. I had to look for a little bit less. It's just a lower month, like I said, overall in August, but I'm not complaining at all. And M1 is about $3.51. And look at this. I want you all to see, because I know a lot of times when you're getting started, you may think, oh, I'm getting 50 cents. Oh, I'm getting, 20 cents, $1. But look, I'm getting 57 cents in Starbucks in August, 96 cents in XOM in August, so it's about really just focusing on the best that you can, where you are, just build your share size up because we all start somewhere. So the total for the month of August is $527.25. I keep a little chart over here. This is last year. So for this year, you can see like the previous months, that we earned every month, then weekly average. It's like some fun math, some statistics, and then average daily. So I like to see how much we're making on a daily basis with dividends, if that makes sense. It's wonky math, but I love seeing it. And then, of course, the chart. So you can see July was a big month. March was a good month. June was a decent month as well. September is going to be a better month as well because it's a QN month. Usually June is a big month, but half of our dividends paid out in July, like schd, BTI. So that's why July looks a little bit bigger. But I'm excited to see, like, at the end of the year, can we beat what we did last year, which was $8,021? Can we beat that? And I think we can. We're already at $5,700. Once September pays, and because December is also a big month, I think we can do it. So that's the video for today, guys. Let me know how you did for the month of August. Were you up? Were you down? Did you meet your goal? What could it have paid for? Our dividends, the $527 for the month of August, could pay like our trash and sewer tax for the year, right? Which is pretty awesome. So I'm not going to complain about it. If you want, resources, I make spreadsheets, I make trackers, I make books. Links are always down below in the description box. My workshop, my next private dividend workshop group is meeting the last Friday of this month. So if you want to sign up and hang out with your sister for about 2 hours, talking all about dividends, finance, economics, all of that in a private, safe space, information is also down below. Again, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Smash notification bell so that you don't miss an upload every time I post a video. And until next time, I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.